Hello everybody and welcome back to Unity Noob to Unity Pro. This episode we're gonna separate it. We're gonna do it in like two parts. Yeah, so no we're not. The second video took a long time. And so that meant change, of course. And so a lot changed. What we're gonna do the first part will not matter, so I'm just gonna cut it out. I'm gonna finish my sentence before I cut to the next part, but you're welcome. Not like video wise, but in this video it's gonna be two parts. Alright, so we want to first create a script so we can head into the other levels. So let's go to, I'm gonna need 5 triggers. Alright, we have all of our triggers in their spots. Next we need to go into code and get it to go to the next level. But wait, we need to first make some levels for it to go to. Okay. So we got level 1, right level, top level, left level, bottom, and bottom fence. There we go. Okay. So we can now distinguish the levels. That's good. Now I just need to code each level. Oh, how am I going to do that? Alright, so, a lot of things have happened of late. And so, first thing is, the way I was going to do our scene transition is not how we're going to do it. As you can tell, there's 4 extra squares. They each lead to their own level, unique level and all. Alright, well the first thing I should probably explain is my levels. So over here we got an acid trip, you could say. It's got tree monsters in here. Now here's some lore. These I don't know, these plants, trees are submerging from under the ground, and they're spawning these tree monsters, right? I got a bunch over here. So these big ones will have up to 3 come out of them each time, and the baby ones are like portable drop pods where like it only can store 1, but they're deadly because they can pop up anywhere. On the bottom we have our squirrels, ferrets. I don't know what they all are. I think they're squirrels though. They're moles. So not what I said. But we got the little fence area. You can kill 2 of them. Then we got the back area down here that just leads to more. Over here, this took me ages, but it's like a little maze, sort of. You walk in. I have invisible walls, as you can see over here, and I have a bunch of them. I click on them. Here's all the invisible walls. You cannot go through the boxes. I try to be more lenient. So, like right up here, I have it a little further down, so you don't feel like you're bumping into walls when you're, just walking. So I have a little far back to be more easy on the player. Probably didn't notice I did fix up the hideout over here, you can call it. I got fence boundaries, and so let's get into this. All right, so let's go into our scripts. Let's get another one. Yeah, we'll use the next scene one actually. All right, so we need 3 variables, if I recall correctly. Oh my gosh, I don't understand, bro. I don't know why that's not working. It is done. All that's been stressed, all that's been not working, it's finally working. Oh, it's finally working. Everything works properly, and I couldn't be more happier. More happy. I don't know. A lot's changed. Alright, a lot's changed. I mean, what hasn't changed is more important. So you're probably wondering, what happened to the level? Why is there only 2 levels now? And that's because 2 new levels using a software called Tiled. It was 10 times easier, 10 times more efficient, and it was just another step in the process, basically. I don't know if I needed to do this, but if you want to download Tiled yourself, I will leave the description, hopefully. So we made our level in here. I'm not gonna go too in depth with all that. It's just you can look up. I'll leave a link to a tutorial that I followed on this also. So there'll be a link galore in the description. So let's start with the level, right? It looks different. I know. I tried to retain as much as I could, but there are some differences. Yes, I can even see them, but it works. All right. Now you're probably wondering, why did you name your first level tile map 1 and then level 2? The first level I had no idea if it was going to work, so I just left it as default name. Actually, no, I named it Tile Map 1. I don't know why I did that. But the first thing that I want to talk about is the camera and what's different. So we went back to Cinemachine, and it requires less code, and it's so much easier. It's so much easier. Here's our level 1. It's an empty game object. It's got a polygon collider. And so what you want to do is, for Cinemachine, a polygon collider 2D apparently is the only thing that works for what we want to do for the transition. And so stretch the polygons to fit your scene and make it a trigger. Let's see, then level 2 is the same thing, it's just up here. And so we have two Cinemachines, and basically what these Cinemachine are doing is it's keeping the, oh, actually, let me show you. So in Cinemachine, we got everything usual, the body and all that, but down here in the extensions, where you can add extensions, there's something called a Cinemachine Confiner. Alright, and this is where the polygon collider comes into play. So what you want to do is, for each Cinemachine or each level, you want to add a Cinemachine Confiner, and then the bounding shape 2D, you want that to be your polygon collider for that level. And make sure the polygon collider is a trigger. And basically what that's going to do is, once you enter the level, like once you walk past the level, it will then trigger the next Cinemachine in this level to start following the player, leading into that smooth transition. It's really, really gorgeous. First off, the triggers, I don't think we need them anymore. I'm just going to deactivate them, not delete them entirely. The invisible walls, we certainly don't need anymore. Because what's great about tiled is you can have, what these blue squares are, is it's colliders, just in a tiled. And so now I'm going to get the other 3 levels off screen. We're not going to worry about that this episode. But let's just head back to, or let's head into the code. All right, so here we are in the code. All right. So we have a on-trigger enter 2D and on-trigger exit 2D. Now up in our variables, we're having a game object. Basically it's allowing us to add our VCam to our level 1 through the script. And so that's what that's doing. Now in the triggers, here's what it's saying. So if, so when you say collider, when you put this in, right, it's going to have collision. But the video I was watching, he said he learned it using other. Personally, I think other sounds better when you're reading it out and not collision. Because here, let me say this: collision.compare tag player and not collision.is trigger. And then if other.compare tag player and not other.is trigger, then you want to execute. It sounds much better. And basically what it's saying is, if another game object has the tag player and is not a trigger, then do this, which is just activating or turning this on. That's all it's doing. It's powering the VCam on, because the VCam is already following the player. We don't have to code that in, because that's what Cinemachine does. All the code is doing is activating it. And so when we pass the trigger and enter this level, this Cinemachine camera turns on the VCam. And so that is all the script. All the script is really saying. It's a lot less code than or what you would had to have done with the regular camera. Also, it wasn't working for me, so I would find it. Luckily, his name is Mr. Taff Creates. Amazing tutorial. And okay, I think that is it. Alright, well, that's going to do it for this video. Thank God that we finally got it to work. I'm so happy. It may not sound it because I'm exhausted, but nonetheless, I'm really happy. So like I said, I'm going to leave links in the description. I'm probably just going to leave it to his video because he's got the links in his description. So if you just go to his video, then he'll have his links in the description. And it's much safer, so I don't get the wrong link and get anybody viruses. So you're welcome. Anyway, though, if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe before leaving. That'd be crazy. You would never come back. Well, maybe. It's the internet. It all comes back around. But if you have anything to say, leave a comment. Hopefully positive. And I hope you are having a wonderful day. If your day is almost over, I hope you had a wonderful day. I hope you're having a wonderful night. If it's nighttime, it's probably nighttime if your day is almost over. I hope you're waking up and you're realizing that yes, you're dreaming about this video. So I will see you guys in the next episode.